Hi everyone, Pam here from Creative Homescaping. This week in my Maximize Mondays video, I am going to be focusing on food and pantry storage. And this is my pantry behind me. And above it I have some bakeware and some other items that I didn't go through as part of my cabinet declutter. So if you'd like to see how I have my pantry organized and then what I managed to find to declutter in that cabinet up there, stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Pam and I post several videos a week on how to creatively manage and decorate your home. And in today's video, I am going to be showing you how my pantry is organized and if I was able to find any items to get rid of as part of my weekly focus of decluttering and minimizing my belongings. So I will tell you that I have a habit of cleaning out my pantry pretty thoroughly before the holidays so that I can make room for any food items that I need to have on hand in order to do holiday cooking and baking. So I had done that, and if I can't remember if I took any footage, but if I did, I'll show you some shots of what I had cleared out and donated, and I'll insert it at this point here. I am also going to donate our bread machine. Since I am now low carb, I don't make bread from scratch anymore. I have not used this in at least 10 years, so it is just taking up valuable space in my kitchen cabinet. I'm also getting rid of all my bread machine cookbooks that I had when I was making bread in it, as well as this once a month cooking cookbook. The other thing I did was, as part of my holiday wish list, I put down practical items that I wanted to use that I haven't purchased for my organizational needs. So one thing that I had been putting off was getting some new organizational solutions for my pantry. My pantry's pretty deep, it's 24 inches, and so I have often struggled to find a way to keep it organized because things get shoved into the back quite frequently. So I've been trying all kinds of different solutions over the years and none of them have been working. But I found some now I think will finally work, and I think I finally have my pantry in a state where it will function more efficiently and I won't lose things at the back of the cabinet. So now I'm going to take you on a tour of how I have reorganized my pantry, the amount of time I spend in there trying to find things. So here you go. So here is my pantry area. It is to the left of my wall ovens. Let's take a look and see how I have reorganized it. Okay, so I think this is going to work for me now. I have this very large Lazy Susan at the top to hold a bunch of round or very small items, and that way I can get to everything that I may need to have. And this has been working really well. I did this about maybe a couple of years ago. I found this really large Lazy Susan at the Container Store. And then over here I have some extras of things and vitamins. And this cotton is here to remind me to tell you, if you get vitamins that have cotton in them, this is actually pure cotton, so don't throw this away. You could use this if you have nail polish remover or that sort of thing, and you can use this just like you would cotton balls if you pick off pieces or snip them off. So recycle your cotton. Then on the second shelf, I know a lot of people are storing their things in glass containers now, but I have had a couple things break that got knocked off the shelf accidentally that were in glass. So I like these OXO containers. They're square or rectangular. They fit on the shelves very well. And I have just put these labels on them that are from Staples, and I've written on them with chalk pen. And I do like that, but as you can see, they sometimes get a little smeared. So I may be relabeling these with my label maker, but for the time being, I'll leave them as is. And as you can see, I have a lot of keto-friendly items. And then back here, I have a little bin with some additional baking items in it. Now, what's new is I used to just have some baskets here. The baskets didn't work. Things were falling out of them. So I got rid of the baskets, and things would get shoved out of the baskets. So then I just had things lined up on the shelves, and that wasn't working either because things also got shoved out of place. So for Christmas, I asked for these bins. They're by Inner Design, and this is working, I think, really well. They're very long, as you can see, and I can pull things out and get to the items in the back. So I have broth here, and I can have two kinds in this bin. Here I have sauces and condiment type things in here, and then I have this one bin where you can put canned goods. I have some diced tomatoes in here right now. And then these are bulk spices that I used to refill my spice jars. And then down here, this is kind of the snack area and area for my daughters to keep their food. And then the bottom just is where I have my vinegar, my distilled water, some other items, binders with warranties in them. One other thing I'll show you is that on this side, I don't have anything on the back of the door. But on this side, I did take some foam core with cork on it and just wedged it into the recessed panel. And I used that as a cork board for the inside of my cabinet. It's not even adhered to the door with anything. I just shoved, cut it to size and shoved it in. And that way I don't need a bulletin board out and making my house look messy. I didn't do it at the bottom, I just did it at the top so that I would be able to reach things easily. In the upper area of my pantry is where I store muffin tins, cake pans, that sort of thing. And I actually have them stored, I don't know if you can see this, but this is just a metal sorter like you would get from an office supply store, and for files, and I am using it to store pans, like I said, muffin tins, little cake pans, that sort of thing. At the very top is my outdoor dish servingware, and then I have some serving platters, and then those containers there have cookie cutters in them, and I pared them down a lot during my 1,000 item declutter, and I may be able to consolidate those. And there may be some items in here that I can get rid of now as well that I haven't used in a long time. And then just some extra napkins. We keep a little dispenser out on the counter, but that's where we have the open package to refill it. Okay, so out of my upper pantry area, I found these things I'm going to get rid of. This is a pan I got from someone because I thought I might use it. It's a cake pan that's rectangular that has square edges, but if I make cakes, I hardly ever make them square like this. And so I have had this for years and years and years, not used it once, so I'm going to let it go. Then these are cooling racks for cookies, and they're actually very handy. They have little feet on them. And when I used to do Girl Scouts, we would take these camping and use them in the box oven. And I kept them because Sometimes I did a lot of baking for fundraisers when my girls were in school, but now that I don't have younger children anymore, I don't cook huge batches of cookies or cupcakes or things like that, and I have other cooling racks, and these actually get tangled up on each other pretty easily, so I don't need them. I'm going to let them go. So that freed up a couple of slots over here, one of which I'm using for this plate stand, which I use as a cookbook stand when I do use cookbooks still. And then these are my specialty pans. I have some heart-shaped pans, which I do use sometimes. These bundt cakes. I have a Twinkie-shaped pan, which I have used. I have a donut pan, which I do use. This is a little tartlet pan. I've only used it once or twice, but it was shoved in the back, so I couldn't get to it. And I'm thinking I may use it more now that I can see it better. And then I have my small muffin tins, regular size muffin tins. These are muffin tops, or you can use them to make like hamburger buns. Then I have my rectangular pans, my square pans, and my round pans. And then back here I have cheesecloth, some lemon wedge covers, and then little baggies and doilies and things of that sort. So I didn't get rid of too much. This has been functioning very well for the most part, but I'm glad I was able to find some things. I hope you found some ideas that you can use in your own kitchen if you have a very deep pantry like mine, or even if you don't, because items such as a Lazy Susan in a corner cabinet or a hard-to-reach cabinet can make it so much easier for you to find things and get to things in your kitchen. So let me know down below if you already implement any of these solutions in your kitchen, or if you think you might use some of them in your kitchen going forward. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing by clicking the subscribe button down below or the icon in the corner, because I do post several videos a week on how to creatively manage and decorate your home. I look forward to seeing all of you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you hear noise in the background, I'm having some rain, so please just ignore that. And until next time, take care everyone. Bye-bye.